So now in this video, we're looking at a circuit where we got an NPN bipolar junction transistor. This is a 2N3904 emitter base collector, emitter base collector. The way that this works is that when I press the switch, the LED should pretty much turn on, almost instantly. There's probably a slight delay. But when I release the switch, there you can see the LED is still on. And it fades off, relatively quickly right there. And so we have the NPN bipolar junction transistor. When we close the switch, the capacitor charges, and pretty quickly we get current base to emitter. A little base to emitter current turns the transistor on fully, and once you get enough. But it comes pretty quickly, as you can see right there. LED looks like it lights up instantly. And so I have a 100 ohm resistor to limit current, mostly for the charging of the capacitor. And so we don't get like a short circuit when I close it, not an instant charge, but a pretty rapid charge, because it's only 100 microfarad right there. When I release the switch, then the capacitor discharges through the 10K resistor right there. So for a bit, it is discharging enough to keep the transistor saturated, which is turned on enough to get the LED to conduct fully right there. But as it discharges, current goes down. And, based on its voltage, you can see we got ground on both sides right there. It's to the negative supply. They're both connected with that jumper there. And so current comes back to the capacitor, working your way positive, negative. As current flows, its voltage goes down. There's less voltage across the 10K resistor, plus you got the diode drop there of about 0.6 volts. And, current keeps going on. At some point, it's going to go down enough where the transistor doesn't conduct fully, and you get less and less current through the LED. It dims and gets less bright. So I will slide the power supply over. You can see we got 5 volts right there. And if I didn't have this capacitor, when I press the button, you would see CC right there real briefly. But since we got the resistor right there, we don't see that. But there you can see we got about 13 milliamps of current, which is what we can expect through the red LED. When it is saturated, it's on fully, approximately. And there you can see it held for a bit, but now it's rapidly going down, and the LED is fading. I have my lamp at its brightest setting, and so this is kind of dim for a lamp right there, but there you can see it turned on pretty rapidly there, and now it is fading down right there. So you can see how the fade lines up with the current that we're getting from the power supply display. It might be about a milliamp off, so approximately. It's not as accurate as a multimeter. If we measured with the multimeter, we would probably get a slightly different number, which should be more accurate. So again, I'm using a 2N3904, a common NPN bipolar junction transistor. When you're looking at the my finger can give a false signal there, touching that side, but probably not this side right there because of the capacitor. But that side, it's enough. So yeah, flat side, emitter to the left, base in the middle, collector on the right, but we turned it sideways. So it's emitter bottom, base in the middle, collector on top. 220 ohm resistor to protect the LED from 5 volts right there. And again, 100 microfarad capacitor. You could use a larger value. It would take longer for the LED to fade. And a smaller value, it would go quicker if you want that. And these switches, by the way, this was really finicky. I finally got it in the board pretty good, and I rotated it, but it was really popping out like you can see right there. And so just be aware of that, especially when these switches are new and you got a high quality breadboard. They don't seem to give as easily as the cheaper ones. Then I've been sticking these switches into this spot a lot in my videos, and still it tries to reject them sometime. Whereas a cheap one, the metal would have formed to what the pins are pretty quickly right there, and it wouldn't pop out as much. And so just a quick tip right there with those switches. They may not always cooperate as much as this one seems to be doing right now, although it was kind of popping out earlier. So Pretty simple video, so I added a little extra. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you check out one of the other videos I'm posting on the screen, and check out the links down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see ya in the next video.